Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, doing another intermediate Swiss Draft League for Amonkhet, of course. And if you like the content on this channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much. Let's do this. So we got Oracle's Vault. It's colorless. It gives card advantage, which is pretty good. Still kind of tempted to just take Cartouche of Strength. I mean, this is essentially like a 3-mana Hunt the Week with like synergistic upsides in the format. I feel like this card is just very, very good. There's also Magma Spray, but I'd rather have Cartouche, I think. Although they're both very good. And Oracle's Vault, like I said, I feel like this is better in probably like Sealed or something. It's pretty good. I'm going to take the Cartouche though. I like what Oracle's Vault does. It seems just clunky enough where I don't love it, though. All right, so the follow-up pick here. Probably the Monitor. I feel like this is a pretty powerful effect. Start and Finish is a good card. Good removal. There's Hooded Brawler. So the strongest card in the pack might just be the Start to Finish. You get multiple bodies with Vigilance, and then you get a way to kill things. That might just be what we're interested in. It's probably the best card in here. Probably better than Chefette Monitor, although this card is very good, like I said. You can ramp plus draw a card for 4 or get... I mean, that's a lot of versatility. Pairs the best with our Cartouche. But the... Start to Finish probably is just the best card because instant speed blockers plus like a removal spell. I feel like this card is just so good. I'm going to take the Start to Finish. Okay, we can get another one, which is just great. And then there's a Cartouche of Solidarity. I think Start to Finish is still probably the best card in the pack. We'll take it over everything else. I wouldn't mind the Pouncing Cheetah too, but Start to Finish all day. Okay. So we have an Impeccable Timing in white, which is removal. I might like Compulsory Rest more because it deals with more things. And then there's a Quarry Hauler, Supernatural Stamina, Watchers of the Dead. Some pretty all-around decent cards otherwise, but we'll take the Compulsory Rest. Slightly worse pacifism most of the time, but still pretty good. Okay, so now we have probably just Impeccable Timing, which is good. So we're getting a lot of removal, but we still have the Creatures of Start to Finish, which is why this card is so good. It's bodies plus removal. So we're going to take Impeccable Timing here. We're not even for sure. We could still potentially be green-white. And then you can just splash the finish. Usually if you're going to splash, you want to be base green. Admittedly, I haven't always done that. Ooh, well now, I mean, this is a late Naga Vitalist. Card is good. Taking it over Mummy. Evolving Wilds would be a nice pickup too, but we're going to take the Ramper. So potentially green-white splash black here, junk colors. Okay, now we can take like a giant spider. There's Painted Bluffs fixing rather, but I think we can get better in green. And Festering Mummy is actually probably good for a green-related deck because of the -1/-1 counter-related stuff, but like I said, I think we're going to be base white-green. So let's take Spider. It's a good way to buy time. Our deck already looks like it can buy time well. So we'll be able to find fatties later and really go off. But Giant Spider is just very old card, but still very good. Ornery Kudu, certainly playable. Not super exciting, but neither is anything else in this pack. So we'll take it. I mean, a Vitalist is like, I guess, a fine target to put a -1/-1 counter on too if you have to. So I think we'll take another Impeccable Timing over the Initiate's Companion. Companion's fine too, but all this removal is fine with me too. Those Who Serve, not super exciting, is it? But 3 mana 2/4 is not bad, and there's nothing else in here we really need. Some late red cards. Okay, I actually like the Cheetah quite a bit. I think it's like a green removal spell that doubles as a creature. It's pretty nice, actually. Surprise block somebody. It's almost like a green Impeccable Timing. I think I actually like Cheetah more than Impeccable Timing. Timing can deal with flyers, and Cheetah can't. But you can also kill people with Cheetah, and you cannot kill people with Impeccable Timing. But regardless, I really like the foundation here. Like, we've got a lot of good removal. Basically, this deck just needs... Oh, we'll take the Monument too. Definitely, that's cool. Okay. So yeah, I actually really like where we're at. And I think this is a great base to start, and we're going to be able to find what we need here. No, that's not going to work. I don't like the Trespasser's Curse very much. I'll take a Violent Impact anyway. Free Cycle in case I need it, but probably won't need it. Ooh, Full Art Land. Aven Mind Sensor. Yeah, I mean, it flies. It's got Flash. We'll have a couple Flash creatures if we do that, which is good, actually, especially alongside our instant speed removal in Impeccable Timing. So Mind Sensor's not worth anything. Not that that's a big deal. But I mean, I take it over Pouncing Cheetah just because it flies. Search your library for it. So this ramps and potentially lets us draw a couple cards for 6 mana. But the chance of being able to get blue, not so likely here. I mean, there's the Elite, which can pump your team, which I think is actually pretty good too. But I'd rather, I think, just have the Flash with, like I said, our Impeccable Timings or start. We actually have a surprisingly high amount of instants already in here. So, all right. Maybe we can wheel another Pouncing Cheetah and just go off. And actually, flashing in creatures is pretty cool with Monument. Scaled Behemoth is just insane, so we're going to take that. And then there's another Cartouche, and a Trial, but I mean, I suppose we could. Yeah, it's actually not bad. But we're going to, and there's a Fan Bear in here. I mean, all these cards are good, but Scaled Behemoth is just so bomby. Especially with the Monument and the Naga Vitalist, so this is just a big-time bomby finisher now, which is really good for us. A foil Fetid Pools. Ooh. Might as well check what that's worth, right? What do we got? 2 tickets? Not bad. But we have this Defiant Great Maw. We don't have a great base for it. It's okay. We have one other -1/-1 counter card, the Ornery Kudu, which isn't that good anyway. And a Bitterblade Warrior, which is just a 2-drop, but we're kind of more of a mid-range deck now. So do I want the Great Maw? I feel like most of the time it's just going to be a 3 mana 2/3. I mean, we could still find some more stuff to make it better. Bitterblade Warrior is more of a beatdown card. I don't have a lot of problems with it, but we're not particularly beatdown. We could still end up splashing blue if I take the Fetid Pools too. It's just like I feel like I'm not super excited by any of these cards. Defiant Great Maw has maybe the potential most upside if we get enough things to work with it. But I'm just going to take 2 tickets, maybe even end up splashing something. There's Cursed Minotaur in black. Inoketra's Name. I don't think we have enough zombies to support this Time to Reflect, but I don't really need any of this. Guess we can... Well, and Inoketra's Name's not that good either. I mean, we have some tokens that work with it, I guess. I actually like the Cursed Minotaur the most, but... Alright, I guess we'll take Inoketra's Name. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Could do the Supernatural Stamina. It doesn't seem worth the Black Splash for that, though. Faith of the Devoted. You know how much I love that card. But we may just take this Hooded Brawler because it beats down hard. It's a good card in general. We don't have a ton of synergies with Faith anyway, right? Basically, we've got nothing. So probably just take the Brawler. Could take the Gust Walker too. It's cheaper. I feel like the Brawler is going to be better though, because defensively you can trade, and swing in for 5 on turn 4 is pretty good too. All right. So we can take yet another Impeccable Timing over the Painted Bluffs, I guess. I mean, Painted Bluffs actually looks okay. I think we'll wheel one though. So we'll take another Timing. That's a lot of Impeccable Timings. So we'll take another Spider over the Bitterblade Warrior. Just because I think they buy us time better. Like, we're well set up to get like a fatty and really go off with this deck. Besides the Scaled Behemoth, of course. We already have Scaled Behemoth, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I think we're going to be able to find a Painted Bluffs. I'm not worried about that. So we can at the very least splash finish without any issues. I guess we can take Jeru's Resolve. Seems pretty unlikely we'd play it, but same goes for like Scarab Feast, and everything else is off color, so alright. Whatever. So yeah, our deck basically just needs a couple more creatures on the top end. I think the Monument looks good in here. Another Cartouche wouldn't hurt. I think we'll probably just take another Cheetah over the Ornery Kudu and the Benefaction. Benefaction could potentially find Compulsory Rest, I guess, but pouncing Cheetah with Monument, like I said, is just so good. 2 mana, I'll get a 5/4 blocker. Thanks, I'll just eat that guy real quick. Yeah, that's just really good. Okay, now we're going to take the white Cartouche because even though I'm not super excited about it right now, it's one of those cards that'll get a lot better if we get any trial. Whether it be black, white, or green, I'm willing to play the trial at this point with double Cartouche, I think. We can take the cat, I guess. This card's pretty awesome, but I don't think I can splash for it. I'm not going to play the cat, but I might sideboard into it. It seems so unlikely I would. I'm going to take this guy. I don't think it's happening, but... Alright, take the stamina. Well, it looks like we're not actually going to get our Painted Bluffs back, surprisingly. I didn't think that was a very desirable card. So I don't think we want to... I think it's pretty unlikely we play these 3. I'm going to keep the Cartouches in because we could still open an on-color trial and be pretty happy about it. Cliffkeeper's so good. Jeez. So we have Winged Shepherd, which doubles as both a nice top-end card or, in a pinch, a cycle target. There's a Bitterblade Warrior, but we're more of just early-game protection and then win with our ramp in our late game. So I think it's more likely we want the Winged Shepherd here. Not the most exciting 6-drop, but it does have Vigilance, I guess, and it flies. It's okay. It's just not great, but we'll take it. Champion. So it's a Hill Giant that can help us spit out things. Nah, we just want this Cartouche. Yet again, trying to wheel the Painted Bluffs, but at least Cartouche is awesome in here, always. It just eats things. It's really good on a Giant Spider, too. Alright, so we'll take it over the Champion. I'm alright with that. Deck definitely needs some creatures, but I think we'll be able to find 3 creatures. Remember, these are creatures, too. So we're at like 13 creature cards right now, which is not bad. We would like some more. Oh, what does this do? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can just win a game with lead. Edifice of Authority is a good card, too. It's just... we're kind of just hunting for creatures and stuff, right? Like, this is certainly fine. But I think we're just hunting for creatures. I don't love the Ornery Kudu. It's okay. We don't have a lot of synergies with it. Maybe we just want this Wander in Death. Getting back your big creatures is good. Especially when they're like... And this card is good. You can win the game with lead, but I'm going to take Wander in Death. I'm going to get some value here. Nest of Scarabs is a good -1/-1 counter synergy card, but... Alright, well now we have Colossopede, but I think we're actually just taking the Monitor. This is our pack. This has everything we want. Colossopede, Monitor, Fanbearer, Brawler, but we're going to take the Monitor. It's a big finisher, and it can cycle and ramp and fix. So that's kind of precisely what we want. Ah, we got the... You know, we're going to actually take the Convergence. I think this is actually something our deck could realistically win with, because we have a lot of control, and we have a couple ramp, and I can easily play 17 lands in here and not feel bad about it. I don't think we need the white cartouche anyway. So we'll take the Convergence. I think we can play this with 2 ramp and 17 lands. Because we have a pretty good stall element in here, right? Like double cartouche, double cheetah, double finish, triple impeccable timing, compulsory rest. Like, we have a lot of ways to deal with things. Maybe Wander in Death on the splash is less sexy. It's just, I was thinking getting back fatties. It is contingent on us being able to successfully splash. The thing is, Painted Bluffs and Naga Vitalists are so good together. I just really expected that we would get a Painted Bluffs, you know? Like, usually Painted Bluffs, not a highly sought after card for the most part. I was pretty confident we'd be able to wield one. I mean, regardless, we're in good shape. Another Chefette Monitor. That card's so good. A lot of good green in here. We're going to take the second Monitor, though. Exemplar is pretty awesome, too. But, and there's a Cultivator. But we're going to take the Monitor. Monitor's just the best one. So we can take yet another Cheetah. Or a Mighty Leap. We've got enough tricks and removal. We'll take the Cheetah. I really like the Cheetah a lot, though. I'm surprised to see. Let's cut Those Who Serve, just because it's not that great anyway. And I guess we're probably going to cut the Wander in Death, just to make sure we have enough creatures in here. So we can take Dissenter's Deliverance as a sideboard card. We don't need the Sacred Cat. So this is what we're looking at right now, which I think is actually pretty good. 17 lands in this is looking good to me. We can take the second Ornery Kudu. I'd like to upgrade our first one, to be honest, but I don't need a Spidery Grasp in here, I don't think. Alright, we're going to take the Painted Bluffs. I mean, I would really like a third Giant Spider, but like I said, Painted Bluffs with Naga Vitalist is pretty crazy. And it can just fix for anything. And, I mean, it also just fixes for black on its own. We have 0 other pieces of fixing, right? So, yeah, we just want this Painted Bluffs over a Giant Spider, which I would like. So we can take the Gustwalker now, or the third Ornery Kudu. I mean, they're not that great. None of these are really what we want. Take another Wander in Death. Got the Monument back. I mean, double Monument, probably unnecessary. I do like the idea of flashing out a creature. Like, attacking with a Cheetah, flash in a Cheetah or a Sensor, and just buff it out of nowhere. It's pretty cool, actually, how that works. And I feel like we have enough finishers with these Just all the cheetahs. That's so cool, actually. Like this, that motivates me to want to play Double Monument. Like I could easily do it over Gus Walker now. And I actually didn't really want to play these ornery Kudus anyway. I don't think we need the Caravan. So why don't we separate out what we're doing here? We'll figure this out. So we are going to play the Convergence. We're going to try it at least, because we have a way to ramp to it. Like I said, we have more than enough ways to win. I wish the Monument made the Convergence cheaper, but it's cool that you could potentially play a creature and make this a 7/7. Well, you're supposed to just win with the Convergence anyway. So I have to make 3 cuts. These kind of count as creature spells. Double Monument might just be greedy. I kind of just want to cut these ornery Kudus. It's not that they're terrible, it's just I feel like most of the time they're going to be 3 mana, 2 3s, which just so unexciting. That would bring us to 15 creatures still. I think we probably cut 2 ornery Kudus and 1 of the monuments. We could cut an Impeccable Timing, but I feel like there's still going to be good for us. I'm actually okay with going for the double monument plan, giving it a try. Just because making these playable earlier too is pretty good. They are legendary, so you can't have 2 of them out. That makes it slightly less good, but it's still really good with our cheetahs and stuff. Like, even if I cut a timing, we still have 2 impeccable timings, compulsory rest, 2 cartouches. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 removal spells, plus all these cheetahs, which can surprise block. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just fine. And like I said, the monument is just so good with the flash dudes. It's really good. All right, we're going to try that out. So we're going to try double monument. Like I said, it's a little bit dangerous because they're legendary. So if you have 2 of them, you get pretty clogged up. But they do seem really powerful in our deck with 5 flash creatures. Plus, they just make all of our top end cheaper. I like it. All right. So these are all white. We only need, I would say, 1 swamp because we have painted bluffs. And we're going to have the Chefette monitors. I don't think we want to play the fetid pools. It is like a free cycler if I'm getting... Well, it's not a free cycler. It's a tap land cycler. Wait, can these find... This must be basic lands. Yeah. So you can't find a fetid pools off of that. So basically, would I play a fetid pools as like a cycle land if I'm getting flooded? It might not be a terrible idea. This deck could possibly get flooded because we don't have a lot of card advantage stuff. All right, I think we'll go for it. And we'll run 1 swamp. So we can do something like this, which is still, I would say, good enough. Okay. Something like this. So weird little junk brew we're playing here. 15 creatures if you include the start to finish. Plenty of removal, plenty of top end. We've got Sandworm Convergence Finisher we're trying out here. These can be cycled to fix as well. So, okay. Yeah. I'm on board. We'll try this out. It seems pretty interesting to me. So we'll run it like this. And we'll see you round 1.